Hey everybody, welcome to the McLuhan Institute, TMI Live number 47, believe it or not. It's Tuesday night and I am in the library of Eric McLuhan, where most weeks I come in here and work on inventorying Eric McLuhan's library of 6,000 or so books. The last few weeks I have not been doing that very much, as I've been preoccupied in the McLuhan satellite, which is my Micro McLuhan Institute pop-up in nearby Wellington, Ontario, where I've been trying to have a kind of an idea of what the McLuhan Institute will one day be on a very small scale. And it's been a lot of fun, even if not a lot of people have come by. But I'm open for another month or so, so if you're in the Prince Edward County area and want to drop in, please do. Oh, maybe I can get some light here. No, that's about it. Or if you want to book a visit virtually, satellite at themcluhaninstitute.com. Anyway, I'm not actually in here doing inventory stuff tonight. I'm actually going to talk about understanding media again. Last week, for the 46th TMI Live, I read from Eric McLuhan's Introduction to Understanding Media, unpublished. Foreword is forearmed. And I guess for the last week, I've been thinking about it more and more, about understanding media. When I was thinking about things to focus on for the McLuhan Institute, I decided to go with the medium as the message, because it's McLuhan 101. It's really basic McLuhan thought, but it's also very powerful, and I truly believe if all I can do is help people understand what the medium is the message means, that is, that it's the effects of technologies and the environment they create, which in turn shape us and our society and the way we relate to each other, that are the message, more than me using this device to talk to you right now, that are the message. If I can get that message across, then I think I've done a lot. Good evening, sir. So I've been concentrating on the medium as the message. As it happens, the medium as the message is the first chapter of Understanding Media, The Extensions of Man, Marshall McLuhan's 1964 work. This is, what year is this? This is MIT edition from 1994, MIT Press. And this was, a lot of people will recognize this, a familiar edition. This was my copy of Understanding Media. When I first tried to read Understanding Media at around age 16, this was my copy, and so it has a lot of really not impressive notes and annotations. Thanks for all the love, whoever's showering the hearts and likes there. For people watching on YouTube, I broadcast live every Tuesday night, just about at 9 p.m. Eastern, on the McLuhan Institute Facebook page. And I'm not really good at interacting with people during the live broadcast, but if you want to catch it there, for sure, go to the Facebook page. And thank you all for being here. So this was my first copy, and it has a lot of notes. I don't really use it much anymore. I use a fresh copy just because I find the underlinings and notes distracting for me. I bring this up because, as I said, understanding media has been on my mind, and I know a lot, and I'm not trying to get down on universities, especially not university professors, because a lot of them are saints and do God's work with slim to no resources and really go above and beyond for their students. So nothing against professors, but I got to thinking that I know a lot of professors will bring understanding media into a class on media studies and maybe spend a week, maybe 2 weeks on it. And I threw it on Twitter, was it even just yesterday, that I don't think you can do justice to this book in just one class, especially not given what I read from Eric McLuhan last week about the fact that this is a toolkit. It's not just something to be read. It's not something to be looked at from our position in 2020 to say, oh, isn't that cute, or isn't that amazing, or whatever. But a toolkit, and a toolkit is something which you use. I'm not aware, I could be wrong, but I don't think anybody's out there teaching understanding media as a toolkit. And I think that's a big missed opportunity. I know some professors will agree with me on that, but they have to work with what they have to work with. Which got me to thinking, well, why don't I offer a class on it, a semester-long class, because I said that to really do it justice, you would need at least a full semester, more really, if you really wanted to go into everything that led up to this book, and more still if you want to talk about what came after this book, namely UMR and laws of media and the rest. And I suggested that, somebody commented, yeah, do it. So I suggested, well, if 5 people, let's say they're seriously interested, I'll start to work on it and outline. And if 10 people sign up and pay for it, then I'll deliver the class. A class would look like 12 weeks, 12 classes, which would be an opening statement lecture type thing from myself, probably between 45 minutes to an hour, maybe even longer, let's be real, followed by questions and discussion with students, and then there would be some kind of space for continuing to discuss between the students throughout the week until next week. And basically what I would do is go through, the first class would probably be about the making of understanding media. Then we would go through the book 1, the first 7 chapters, which is the toolkit. Go a little more quickly through the remaining chapters, which were looking at the media of the time, through the very tools that he described, and then talk about how we can use it today. So that seems to me a kind of reasonable thing, something I can do and offer. And if you're interested, send me an email, andrew@themcluhaninstitute.com, and I'll put you on the list for when I get it all hammered out. I'm not sure exactly what it will cost, but probably something like $50 a class. So for the whole 12 weeks, for the whole semester. We will use probably this new edition, or any edition that has both of Marshall's introductions. This one is handy just because it has the Project in Understanding New Media in the appendix, as well as some other things added on. I'm not crazy about the commentary outside of Marshall's own words for myself, so I won't be addressing that. But I'll be using this edition. I'll also be using these 3 copies, and this is a kind of a big bonus for this course, is that what I have here are 3 of Marshall McLuhan's copies of Understanding Media. This is the presentation copy, leather-bound, from the publisher. These 2 were actually presentation copies from Marshall to Corinne McLuhan. But what these copies all have in common is that they're full of Marshall's annotations and notes directly on the material. So what we'll do is every week as we go through the book, I'll also guide you through Marshall's own annotations on the books, which I'm really looking forward to. I haven't sat down and studied them that deeply myself, so I think that certainly adds something interesting to the course. So anyway, that's it. That's all I have to say about the subject for now. I'm working on an outline and what the mechanics will look like. It sounds like I might have a partner through a nonprofit in San Francisco that does facilitated education online to help with the mechanics of it, platforms for the course as well as the discussion, which is amazing. He just contacted me, and that sounds like it could be a winner. So I'm going to get working here and do that. And if you're interested, email me, and I hope you'll join me. This is going to be quite a ride. I'm personally looking forward to how much learning that I'll have on this. So I hope you can make it. One final note is, as somebody who doesn't have a lot of money, I understand that not everybody can afford $50 a class. And I'm not offering, individual classes, but if you sign up for the whole thing. So what I'm going to do to make myself feel better about that is there may be some scholarships involved, and I'm certainly going to make, for every 10 people that register and pay for the course, I'll make one spot available for somebody free of charge. So I'm not sure exactly how that will work, if there will be, how I'll choose, because I think there will be some people who want to do it who can't afford to, and I wish I could accommodate everybody, but it will be limited. So maybe I'll have an essay contest. I guess that's the other thing to mention is this is not for any kind of accreditation. I can't give you a degree or even any credits toward anything, and I don't know if you're studying in university, if your teachers will care that you studied with me on this. But what I will do is I'll help guide you through this book and hopefully give you a deeper understanding than you'd otherwise be able to attain anywhere else. So hopefully that's worth something. And if that all sounds good, join me. We'll do this thing sometime soon. Okay? Take care, everybody. Be safe out there. Thank you for supporting my work and the McLuhan Institute. We'll talk soon. Cheers.